road to work. So, friends, well, it's getting weird, and I'm getting weirder every day. If I wasn't already, I am reaching deeper and deeper into it. Saw the Nehemiah Gordon channel this morning, and the Aviv barley has been sighted in the land of Israel, so we're going to have our new year here coming up, biblical new year. It should be Thursday, depending on when we sight the moon, so I'm excited for that. We got just a little over 2 weeks to Passover, and I'm excited because I really, I've been discussing this with a few people lately, and you guys know who you are. But you know, I've been given this image, or it's more or less a vision, but it's basically an image of a big, you know, concretized dam, basically, that's been holding back the outpouring of the Ruach HaKodesh. And recently, we've been seeing some, you know, basically spiritual sprigs of water coming through the cracks in the dam. You know, the dam is cracked, and there are, you know, springs of water coming out of this dam, and the dam is about to break away, and the waters of life are going to come rushing out real soon. And we'll see if it's, you know, that it, whether or not it comes after Passover, or maybe after the feast of the first fruits, which is 50 days later, 57 days later. No, it's not 57. It's more like 53, 54 days later. It just kind of depends on where the Shabbat lines up. But I think, and I'm fairly certain that now's the time, people, that two things are going to happen. The chaos is finally going to spring forth here in the United States and cause the prosecution of maybe a civil war, or at least the war against conservative white Christians. Boy, I gotta be me. And the latter rain's outpouring of the Spirit is going to happen. I'm quite certain, because we as believers are going to need that if we're to continue any further in this walk. We're going to need that times of refreshing. And those of us who up till now have been cleaning our act up and getting out the leaven of you know, bad religious doctrine, and just going back to a pure faith, we have already been the first fruits to receive that latter rain blessing, but we haven't seen nothing yet. I think once this dam breaks, the spiritual dam, the restrainer, if you will, is taken out, that the outpouring of the Spirit is really going to motivate people to get their act straight, to stop playing religious games and to stop playing games with the Creator. You know, he's fed up. You know, he's like, and I know this because of you know, what I'm experiencing in my own life. There's a lot of stuff that I'm getting out of my life. Very secular behavior and ideas that are just, they're holding me back from achieving a greater level of faith and halakha, which is my walk is changing. He's making me a new creation in Him, and you know, it's been gradual up to this point, but I think right now it's getting to the point where, you know, it's really going to get intense, and I'm going to get, you know, really weird in the eyes of not just secular humanists, but you know, the sunny day Christians out there who just, you know, the pew warmers. The pew warmers are just they're gonna have the biggest reason to scoff, and that's okay. I'm good with that, because it's going to get them out of the way pretty fast. And you know, anybody who isn't ready to ride this wave is just going to get washed away. They're going to eliminate themselves by their own stubbornness, by the hardness of their own hearts, as it were. But yeah, I'm already experiencing it. I'm calling people, I'm giving people cold calls, like left and right. Hey man, are you needing prayer? The sign's telling me you're needing prayer. And half the time it's, man, how did you know? And the other half the time it's, no, I'm good. Really? No, really, I'm good. Okay. Well, don't let the opportunity pass you by, people. When you get a call saying, do you need prayer, you know you need prayer. Everybody needs prayer. We all need prayer right now. It's, you know, it's pretty easy to assume somebody needs prayer. It's pretty, especially today. But, you know, if we're complacent and not proactive, you know, we're just playing religious games. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting confirmations left and right. It's like everywhere I look, I'm just like, are you ready? Are you ready? See what's going on? Do you see what's going on? Huh? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? No, you're not getting it. You're starting to get it, but you don't get it. All right, hey, look, help me, help me figure it out. 'Cause I'm, you know, I'm on board. I'm gung ho. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. I need these times of refreshing because I have been so beaten down by the spirit of this country. I need these times of refreshing. But, you know, being beaten down by that spirit doesn't mean that I'm not still getting the word out. It's just I have reached a point where I'm nonchalant or aloof to people's reaction to the message. You know, whether you receive it or not, I could care less, and that's not a very good attitude to have, because you know that's not Elohim's position on the matter. He cares very much, even now. Even though he's been rejected, it doesn't matter. He still has that much compassion. You know, he still wants those people to come to a full knowledge of the truth and get their act together. so that He can continue to bless them. But, you know, I mean, it's really sad. I've got some friends who seem to think that the New Testament and the Old Testament are completely separate from one another, that they are wholly inconsistent, and that all the first half of the book is irrelevant, and that's not a good position to take. It's really not a good position to take. But I'm not going to get into that right now. I think the Spirit is already talking to those people. I think the Spirit is loving on those people right now and saying, come on, just take my hand, I'll show you. Because a lot of times these people are already keeping the Torah. They just don't know it. You know, they're ignorant to the fact that they're already doing most of these things. They just have to change a couple of things, and they're in the clear. You know, they're in there. We're already in there. We just have to continue in the walk that's been laid out for us. And that's not easy for everybody, because, you know, some people are afraid to lose their fellowships. You know, they're afraid to lose their friends. It's just too weird. It's too hard. I can't do that because, you know, I've already established in my little, you know, in my little clique, and I don't want to upset that. That's just not gonna happen. And it's like, okay, well, you know, you can do it now when it's still easy to do it, or you can do it later when it's incredibly hard to do it. You know, He's gonna take all these stumbling blocks out of the way, whether we want to come out of our comfort zone or not. He's going to take those things out of our lives, and we can either get carried away by the storm, or we can fix our feet on Him, the solid rock. And that's going to mean changing your lives. It's going to mean changing your lives. And we're going to come to a realization that, oh, wow, all that stuff in the first 5 books, wow, that was meant for today. Wow, that's really striking revelation. But, you know, as long as we have our modern convenience, people are going to refuse to see it. You know, we think we're so modern because of all our little things and our stuffs, our Walgreens and our Tom Thumbs. You know, hey, we're modern. No, you are dependent. What happens when the Walgreens closes? You know, how are you going to get your fancy pharmaceuticals in? What's going to happen when the Tom Thumb won't sell you anything because your dollars are worthless? Are you going to go and grow your own food? Do you know how to grow your own food? I don't. I mean, I'm working on it, but I haven't had a decent crop in probably 3 years. You know, I haven't grown a decent garden for some time. So, I mean, it's going to take that supernatural refreshing for us to get through this. That's just all there is to it, because we are far too dependent on other people, just-in-time delivery. We're going to find a whole new meaning for just-in-time delivery. So, yeah, and if you think I'm full of crap and that, you know, I'm just talking out of my ear, then, you know, fine, that's fine, just move along, find something else.